How you doing, everybody? Nick DiVirgilio here, and today we're looking at the DW TrueCast Bell Bronze Snare Drum. DW got together with the amazing drummer Dave Elitch. Dave played for Mars Volta and a bunch of other artists. He's a fantastic drummer. You should definitely check him out if you have not heard of him. He's great, and he got together with the gang there at DW and came up with this bell brass snare drum. Bell brass drums have been around for a long time, and this is DW's foray into this kind of drum, and it is amazing. It's heavy, it's loud, it'll go anywhere musically, any style, top to bottom. It sounds great, it feels great under the hand, so let me get into the details of this drum right now. DW has made a very limited amount of these drums for the whole world, so it's definitely gonna be a collector's item for a lifetime. This drum will last forever, it really will. The drum is gonna come in two different sizes, a 6.5 by 14, which I have here, and an 8 by 14. The shell is made of sand-casted bronze, so it's got a beautiful matte finish. The hoops are sand-casted aluminum bronze. In just a second here, I'll take the head off the drum so you can see the inside of this gorgeous shell. But to describe it for you, it's two different thicknesses. The top and the bottom are 5 millimeters thick, and on the inside, it is 3 millimeters thick, so it's concave on the inside of the drum. Now that mimics a re-ring and gives the drum some great overtones. I have a basic DW coated single ply head. It comes like that out of the box, so you get a wide open snare drum sound with lots of ring and it's just beautiful musical tone. The drum comes with these great looking small DW turret lugs. Now the turret lugs, the butt plate, and this great throw off over here are machined brass. Now one very cool last thing to mention about the hardware on the drum is the badge, great looking badge, and the tension rods are left raw on purpose, so over time, the rods and the badge are gonna patina and kind of bring on their own color that'll give a great juxtaposition between the brass shell, the rods, and the badge. It's a pretty cool thing. I mentioned the throw off. I just wanted to show it to you close up and personal. It's very cool and super easy to use. Just pull down, snare wires are off, pull on, snare wires are back on. And you loosen and tighten the snare wires with the knob right here on top. One thing I should mention about the snare, this is the 6.5 by 14, like I said, it's a heavy drum. Bell brass drums are typically always heavy, so the 8 by 14 is gonna be even heavier. But what's cool is you can get done with your session or your gig, you could pick up this drum and have a workout. Feel the burn. I don't know, what else is there? Okay, the head's off the drum, and this is a fantastic feeling and looking drum shell. The bearing edge, totally smooth, perfect cut all the way around. Again, it's 45 degrees. Now, you really can't see the concaved look inside the drum. You just gotta know it's there. But you can sort of feel it if you rub your fingers up and down the shell, and it's just a perfectly built bell brass snare drum. The drum comes outfitted with a Remo Ambassador snare side head on the bottom for the resonant head and true tone snare wires, right here. This is definitely a premium snare drum, but if you're gonna be one of the lucky people that get one of these snare drums, and you own one of these snare drums, you may be asking yourself, what will I use this for? Well, I'll tell you, you use it for anything and everything. Do not be afraid to take this drum to gigs or to take it on the road, and definitely don't be afraid to take it into the studio. This thing will work great in any style of music. You've heard me play it at the top of the video with the stock head, the single ply. It's kind of a typical sort of Remo Ambassador style head, but now I'm gonna put some different heads on this drum and so you can hear what it sounds like with the different head combinations. Let's go. I put on a Remo controlled sound with the black power dot right in the middle. It's got a little bit of a drier sound. Check it out. Next is a Remo P77 coated power stroke. Let's go. didn't even mean to do that, but let's keep it. Next is an Evans ST Dry. Now, I love dry heads on metal drums, and this is a great combination. Check it out. And the last head I have for you today is the Aquarian Super 2. Here we go. One last thing I want to mention is that you can totally dampen up this snare drum with all the usual suspects. Drum tacks, moon gel, and everything in between. But a great thing is always the big fat snare drum. You're going to get a big fat sound. Here we go. I want to quickly mention all this other great gear I have around me before I close out this video. An awesome DW Almond kick drum. The Almond drum set is a fantastic drum kit. We use it in our Sweetwater studios all the time. Great product. Zildjian K cymbals, some beautiful Shure microphones all the way around, DW hardware, and some trusty Zildjian 5A sticks. And there you have it, everybody, the DW TrueCast Bell Bronze snare drum. I hope you can tell by the examples with the different drum heads that this drum can be used in any musical situation, any style of music, live, in the studio, on the road. It's a great snare drum that should be used all the time. If you want any more information about this DW product or any other DW product, just talk to your Sweetwater sales engineer or check us out at sweetwater.com.